Hello everybody, welcome to Novel World. I'll be your train conductor, Kenny. Explore you must. Have fun you will. So hey everybody, I am here in Pauls Valley. So Pauls Valley is a town in Oklahoma. It's my first stop in exploring a state I've never been to. I think this is 43 or 44. I'll let you know. My reason for being here today is to visit the Toy and Action Figure Museum. I'm a nerd. We're gonna check out and see what kind of cool figures they have. It's just a block away. The Toy and Action Figure Museum. So we're gonna go in and check it out. Cool little diner, Boomerang Diner. All right, we're gonna head in. It's like $7 and we'll look around. Hello. Hey, how's it going? All right.
Are you military?
Prior member of the military.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get a deal.
Oh, thank you.
$5 even.
$5. You take card? All righty.
Sure do.
How's your day going?
Pretty good. How's yours going? I saw you out there with your...
Yeah.
Is that a GoPro?
Yeah, it's a GoPro.
Cool. You have over 13,000 action figures in there. And that's not all we have. We just can't put them all out at once.
Really?
Enjoy the museum.
Thank
Take all
you.
the pictures you want.
For sure.
My name's Kevin Stark. I'm the curator and one of the founders of the museum. So,
Cool.
anyway, it started with my collection, and I had thousands of toys. And the downtown area, they wanted unique tourist attractions, and I joked that I was an unofficial tourist attraction, and that, oh, we ought to make it official. Well, they took me serious. I was just joking. So we rented this big 7,000 square foot building and converted it to the Toy and Action Figure Museum. So, and now we have over 14,000 action figures in the collection.
Wow. What kid wouldn't want that to be their bed? Just imagine coming home from school and seeing all those toys on your bed. Actually, just imagine coming home and seeing all these toys around your room. Like you'd pass out. This applies to in other generations to some extent, but especially in the 80s. We had cartoons and companies putting out cartoons, and the way they were going to make money is by linking these cartoons to action figures. They made a lot of money because special editions would come out and different characters with each season would come out, and we'd want them, and they made a lot of money off of us. So yeah, here we go. Wow, this is a little bit of everything. Oh, we have the Ultimate Warrior riding a dinosaur. Oh, there's the creature. I can't remember. Those Christmas cartoons that come on around Christmas. But that creature. Let me know in the comments if you know who that is, or what his name is, or what even cartoon he's from. There's a The Last Airbender. I remember this guy being some kind of rock creature from back in the day.
This October, we will celebrate our 17th anniversary. So,
And where have you had people come visit from?
in over 40 foreign countries and every state in the union.
Yeah.
So, lots of folks have been here.
So how do you feel about going from just being your private collection to what it's become now?
Well, I love it. I mean, I get to meet fellow collectors and stuff from all over the world. I now have friends in Germany and Australia and all over who are collector buddies, you know, so it's great. You get to come here and talk toys, talk movies, talk comics, you know, and nobody's gonna think you're weird.
Yeah. You know, this is a part of people's childhood, a lot of nostalgia. And sometimes people, you know, sometimes people hold on to songs or photos, but, you know, when it comes to some of us who love sci-fi and stories, action figures are those things. Some of us play with them, some of them just sit on our desk and we just, you know, enjoy them. So, yeah. All right, which one of y'all watched Pee-wee's Playhouse? There's like a wall full of every kind you can think of. A lot of duplicates.
I actually have an art studio and gallery a block away, and that's normally where I am. I'm not normally here.
Gotcha.
But I pop in every now and then to see how everything's going. Our busiest time is in summer, when school is out. That's our busiest time. And in March, when it's spring break. So we get a lot of people in. Now, our slowest period, like most museums, is in January and February.
From what I understand, this is many private collections put together. Oh, we got Star Wars going on here. Check it out. A whole room for Star Wars. Oh man, all my favorite movies. The ones that I like the least. Look at that boy Yoda. You have any wisdom for us? Explore you must. Have fun you will. Thanks, bro. I remember this one escaping from, I think it was Hoth. And that was a badass one right there.
Well, we're the major tourist attraction in the downtown area, of course. And yeah, we work hand in hand with the local tourism committee.
Well, it's funny where life can take you, huh? Like
Yeah.
This is something you probably couldn't imagine 20 years ago.
Well,
Oh, you had this idea.
no, not really. All of this was in my art studio.
Okay, gotcha.
So I had it as all set up. The thing was, it wasn't open to the public. Now, if anybody knocked on my door and wanted to come in, and that's how we got started, and how I said I was the unofficial tourist attraction, was that a news station would run a story about me and the fact that I designed toys and the fact that I had all this massive toy collection. And every time they ran a story, then complete strangers would knock on my door from out of town saying, "Can we come in and see the toys?" I was like, "Well, I'm in here working, but yeah, sure, come on in." So that's how I joked that we ought to make it official. So that's how it happened.
You design toys?
Yeah, I started designing toys for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in 1990, and went on to do a lot of other stuff: The Simpsons, Speed Racer, The Mummy, Toonsylvania we did with Spielberg, Toxic Crusaders, just all kinds of stuff.
Is your official title toy designer? Is there some sort of technical term for that, or?
Well, that's the term,
Yeah.
toy designer. I don't do the sculpting. I do the designing. I work with guys in California, and we would do the designs. And so we would draw up what it's going to look like before a toy company would spend money on, sculpting or molds or anything like that. They wanted to see what it was going to look like. And so as a designer, what a designer does is figure out the pose of the character, what accessories they're going to have, that kind of stuff. So.
That's really cool. And so before you had that job though, like how do you get a job like that?
Well, it's probably in who you know.
Who you know.
Yeah, I actually was lucky enough to go to college with a guy who I did artwork for when we were in college. And later, when he got out, 4 or 5 years out of college, he had started his own company designing and writing the copy for toys. And he was a writer, not an artist, so he calls me. And so that's how it got started.
Yeah.
So, and then I've done stuff for other companies, and
Do you
things like
still
that.
do things for?
Oh, every now and then, but I still make a living as an artist.
Okay.
So
All right, for you wrestling fans, which I was at one time, I got a treat for you. All of us wrestling fans had one of these. We got everybody. Razor Ramon, Bret the Hitman Hart, Yokozuna. Where's Hulk Hogan? I don't remember this phase. Nikolai Volkov. Kamala. I remember Kamala, I grew up, and this is back when I was on Treasure Island. They'd have WWF, and Kamala would just make all those crazy faces and crack my mom up. She liked Kamala. Ultimate Warrior. Look at these guys. My dad would like that. My dad likes battle suits, things with lots of guns. If he buys them and they don't have enough guns, he puts more guns on them. There you go, Dad. Looks like Galacticus has Reed Richards' arm. Reed Richards is screwed. Those are the Hulks. I definitely messed with the Transformers. And that movie, oh man, I got teary-eyed on that. As a boy, I would have been pretty excited to come home and see some of this stuff. Well, I appreciate you sharing with me. Where do you see this place in the future?
well, I'd like to buy a few buildings next door and make it even bigger.
Yeah?
So that'd be nice.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you do that, I'll be back for sure.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
I
sure.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Now, if you like this place, you really need to see my studio. Now, all of the art in here, I did, but I do it under different names. I'm actually 5 different artists. Every New Year's Eve, I start a self-portrait and I finish it on New Year's Day. I've been doing that for 46 years.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Can I give you a hug, man?
Yeah, sure, man.
Thank you. Thank you. This is awesome.